Hi everyone, this is a total body vinyasa class. When you're ready, we'll begin in a comfortable seat. Ground your sit bones into the mat. Rest your hands on your knees. Close the eyes. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale out the mouth, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Let go of any tension you're holding on to. Again, inhale, fill the lungs, lengthen the spine. Pausing at the top of the breath. As you exhale, let it go through the mouth with a big sigh. Gently open the eyes. Inhale as we reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale the right arm down. Plant the right palm in the mat, about halfway out, directly in line with your right hip. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Push into the mat with the right hand to ground down through the left sit bone. Breathe into the left side body. Gaze under your left arm. Inhale, rise back up through center. Exhale, plant the left palm down into the mat, directly in line with the left hip. Inhale, lengthen the right arm up and over, stretch into the side body. Push into the mat with your left hand to ground the right sit bone. Take a few breaths here. Gaze under your right arm. Inhale, reach back up through center. Sprinkle the fingertips in front of you and begin to fold forward, just gently, to start to feel into the hips. Slowly crawl yourself back up. Switch the cross of the legs. Again, we'll sprinkle the fingertips forward and then fold the upper body forward for a little hip stretch. Slowly come back up to center, and we'll begin with a wide leg child's pose. So come to the back of your mat, knees as wide as the mat, toes together to touch. Rest your seat bones on your heels and crawl your fingertips forward to rest your upper body in between your thighs. Drop the forehead to the mat. Allow your whole upper body to be heavy here. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, walk the fingertips a little more forward, and then walk the fingertips all the way over to the right and off the mat. Keep the arms lifted for an active stretch through the upper body. Drop your forehead down to the mat. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale as we lengthen the spine, lift up. Slowly walk the fingertips all the way over to the left, off the mat. Keep the arms lifted to stay active through the upper body. Drop the forehead to the mat. Breathe into the right side body. Inhale as you lengthen up. crawl the fingertips back to center and round up to tabletop position. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips over knees. Flip the right hand onto the back of the hand, fingertips face towards you. Slowly begin to rock back and forward as we begin to warm up the wrists. Move super mindfully here. Place the right palm back to the mat. This time flip onto the back of the left hand, fingertips face towards you. Rock forward and back. Feel into the left wrist. Flip back onto the palm. Place the hand into the mat. Turn both your fingers this time, or both your hands rather, so your fingertips face the sides. Begin to gently rock side to side. If it feels good for you, you can start to take some circles with your upper body. Moving slowly and mindfully. When you're ready, change directions. Go the other way. Come to stillness, face your fingertips back forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog, so invite some movement. Maybe pedal into the feet. Listen to your body. Take any movements you need. There are no rules. When you're ready, come to stillness. Inhale, rise up high onto the toes. Exhale, take a nice deep bend in the knees, so deep that your belly can rest on your thighs. Push the mat away from you. Inhale as you lift the hips back up towards the sky, straightening into the legs. Exhale, lower the heels down towards the mat. It's okay if they don't get there. Keep a micro bend in the knees. Push the mat away from you. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Inhale the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Exhale, round it forward, right knee to nose. Push the mat away as you place your right foot beside your right thumb. Inhale brings you up for crescent lunge. Exhale to sink deeper into the hips. Your right knee is stacked directly over your right ankle or slightly behind. Palms face each other. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist and open to the right. Open the arms. Gaze out over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen up. Come back to center. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale, lift up, back to center. Exhale, open the arms and twist. Inhale, rise up, back through center. Exhale, the palms of the hands back down to the mat, frame the front foot. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Inner thighs spiral away from each other. Inhale, the left leg lifts up and back for three-legged dog. Exhale, round it forward, left knee to nose. Push the mat away as you place the left foot to your left thumb. Ground down through the feet as you rise up for crescent lunge. Your left knee is stacked directly over your left ankle or slightly behind. You're high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, open the arms to the left. Twist. Gaze out over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen up. Come back to center. Exhale, open the arms. Twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen up through center. Exhale, open the arms. Twist to the left. Inhale, arms up. Come back to center. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up high on the toes. Exhale, round the spine forward. Plank pose. Inhale as you shift your weight forward, use your toes to push you. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up high onto the toes and slowly walk all the way up to meet your hands. Feet are hips distance apart, fold forward over your thighs. Take a nice deep bend in the knees, so deep that your belly can touch your thighs. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Allow your upper body to be heavy. Release the back of the neck. If it feels good for you, you can gently rock side to side. Gently release the hands down to the mat. Roll all the way up to stand, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Allow your head to come up last. Once you get there, draw the shoulder blades down the back, gaze forward. Palms face forward. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, palms to touch. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, soften the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift, option to bring the hands to your shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you for three-legged dog. Exhale, round forward, right knee to nose. Place the right foot to your right thumb. Ground down through the left hand. Reach the right arm up towards the sky for a twist. You're high on the ball of the back foot. Gaze up towards the right hand. Activate through the legs by pulling your feet towards each other energetically. Allow the right hand to lift you up to that twist in our crescent lunge. Inhale, come back to center, crescent lunge. Draw the shoulders down the back, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Hinge forward at the hips with a flat back. Push down into the right heel to activate the right glute and gently float the back leg, warrior three. Hips are square down towards the mat. Back toes are flexed and pointing down towards the mat. Slowly hinge all the way up to stand. Left toes meet the right. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Reach the arms up overhead. Slight tuck of the tailbone for a long, straight spine. Your weight is in your heels. Inhale, reach up, mini back bend. Exhale the hands to heart center. Ground down through the right foot. Transfer the weight into the right foot. Lift the left knee up towards the chest. Begin to hinge forward and slowly kick the left foot back to warrior three. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Begin to bend into the front knee and gracefully step the left toes back for crescent lunge. Reach the arms up, acknowledge the pose. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the front foot. Step the right foot back. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts up high to the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, round forward, left knee to nose. Push the mat away, create space for your left foot to step by your left thumb. Ground down through the right hand, keep it planted on the mat as you lift the left arm up for a twist. Gaze up towards your left hand. Sink a little deeper into the hips. Energetically pull your feet towards each other to activate through the inner thighs and allow your left arm to pull you up for that twist in crescent lunge. Gaze out over your left shoulder. Inhale, untwist, come to center, crescent lunge. Acknowledge the pose. Exhale, plant the hands, frame the left foot. Step the left foot back, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up high onto the toes. Exhale, drop the knees wide on the mat. The same child's pose we started with. Toes together, knees wide. Drop the forehead onto the mat. Allow your whole upper body to be heavy. I'll leave you here for your final resting pose. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.